Hello everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And in this video I'm coming back at you with another spawn vid, and this time we're going to be talking about the treasure spawn that just came out. Alright, so let's get into this treasure spawn. Okay, so this treasure spawn offers a very wide selection of feature gear. This is kind of like the previous treasure spawn I was talking about, except possibly more better. I'll talk about that in a second. But anyways, it's just kind of like your step up reward pool, to be fairly honest. Like, you know how step up spawns work, and they have like a huge selection of monsters. Not all the monsters that are 36, 35, and 34, and 33, and 32, but they have like a decent selection, like a decent amount of monsters that range from that selection. Well, this pretty much does the same thing, except obviously it's a treasure spawn, so it's going to work differently. So let's talk about that. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar or unaware, even as I'm talking about this treasure spawn, it's going to be, I wouldn't say completely pay to win like all the other treasure spawns you're going to be doing, but this one's going to be, it's going to take a little bit of gems before you start getting actually good rewards and what's not. So keep that in mind. It's going to still be a bit more pay to win. It's not going to be like huge whale. It's not going to be like the great whale of the ocean or something like that pay to win, but it's going to be a little, it's going to be above dolphin. I think it's going to be a little above dolphin, to be fairly honest. Kind of like a baby whale, to be fairly honest, or something like that. So yes, this spawn, personally, I love the spawn, but let me go over it before I actually get too much into it. Okay, so obviously, within the gear spawn, they usually never give rates anyways, so that's nothing new. It's slightly higher, but like slightly, like super duper slightly higher. It's probably not even going to be noticeable how higher the rates are for the actual feature gear, but at least they offer some rates for the feature gear, so that's very nice. It's like low-key rates up, but they don't put rates up, because if they put rates up, everybody would be complaining that there is no rates up. Like, it's such low like amount of a rate increase, it's not even worth mentioning as rates up. It's rates up, but it's like to the point where you won't even notice it's rates up, to be fairly honest. So yes, they do have slightly higher rates, like it's not even noticeable. You're probably never going to get it, just like before out of the gear spawn. You have such a small increase of a rate, like a chance to actually get these featured gear monsters from the gear spawn. It's like microscopic. It seriously is. So anyways, moving on from there, you're getting 50 to 200 medals per each spot, so that's very nice. You're getting a chest. And yes, you see this in the jackpot. All they have is summoning scrolls. They have no featured list, none of that random stats bullcrap. All they have is summoning scrolls. This is awesome. Seriously. I've been waiting for a treasure spawn like this for a while, to be fairly honest, and it makes me sad because now I only have 200. I don't have my 200 gems. I was using them in the light step up, possibly hoping to get Madia or an Archer stat Titania and Archer stat Cecila, thinking that it's not even going to really matter, to be fairly honest, because they're not going to come out with a good treasure spawn ever again, like a good monster one. And then here they do it again. Oh man, it really sucks, because I would have just thrown all my gems down this spawn. I'm not even kidding you, like this spawn's ridiculous. Anyways, moving on from there, yeah, in the jackpot you are guaranteed a summoning scroll. Now it will range. They do have as low as 32 cost in here. I want to keep that in mind for all of you, so you will be seeing higher rates on the 32 cost. Not exactly 100% dead. I've gotten some info, not some info, but some results. They range from 36 to 32 cost summoning scrolls, but it's guaranteed to be a summoning scroll. So keep in mind, you will have higher rates to get. There will be like I wouldn't say significantly, but you're gonna have a lot more higher rates on 32s than 33s, 34s, 35, and 36s, and then 33s are gonna have higher rates than to get 34s, 35, and 36s, and going on so forth from there. The lower the cost of the monster, the more likely you are to get it. So keep that in mind. I'm not sure if the rates are going to be one-sided like the light step up, but I can tell you that you're going to have higher rates on the lower cost stuff. So keep that in mind. And then if you look at the rest of the side chests, pretty much you're getting everything you need except for the XP quest keys. The XP quest keys are literally the only thing out of the whole like treasure spot system that's completely garbage. You're getting drops of Ether Awakening orbs, 800 in one of the side chests, 600 in one of the side chests, and then 400 in one of the side chests. That is a decent amount of medals. That's more than a regular treasure spawn offers, and that's all in the side chest. So on top of like getting more medals, potentially getting more medals than a regular treasure spawn gives you, in the jackpot you are guaranteed a summoning scroll. That's why I'm loving this so much right now. Seriously, this is amazing. And it's not just like pushover monsters too. they have one of the archangels back in there. So if they do this again, they might change up the pool. And if they change up the pool, you can expect to see like Michaela or like Ariel and one of the other reward pool systems. They got Cecila. If you need a good 36 resurrection cost monster, you could get her. Or you could get these monsters right here for Awakening, the 36s. I personally don't plan to. Siegfried is back. Siegfried is a really nasty monster. Piercer, hero, usage gains. And it's really strong. It's extremely strong. Especially now with the 6 rigs. Considering that one of the soldiers moves Tidal Wave. And then another move that the Mage has that's super strong has accuracy as well. Siegfried can increase that to make sure you're doing a lot more with that. And then you got Unison priority monsters. You got Superbia and Renevere, great for guild battles. They could really hurt a guild, to be fairly honest, that you were fighting, because obviously they're Unison priority, so they go first. And then Renevere is a cost killer, so they can't do any damage. And to be fairly honest, besides cheer, they can't increase their usage gauge or any usage gauge excluding all allies moves. Like if you're trying to attack, right, you're getting usage gauge on top of it, and if you can't attack because you're out of cost, it's going to reduce how much unison you're getting. Superbia just straight up like reduces their usage gauge overall, just in general, just destroys them. So these two are great for guild battles. And then you got some hero monsters. You got Misanari, Liatsu, you got Lancelot. You got all these monsters in here. You got Alexander if you possibly want them. I don't really recommend these for guild battles unless you think you're going to have like a fair shot. Anything that's 35 or 36 I would recommend, since they come out with 37 costs. Except for use of priority. Use of priority is always going to play a good part unless they have like a better use of priority monsters than these 35s eventually along the future. But anyways, moving on from there, yeah, this spawn is super duper nice. And then that's not all in the metal exchange. Within enough metals, you're actually able to choose the monsters you want. And it's not just all 10k. The only things that actually are 10k metals, right, are the 36 costs. Anything below 36 costs starts getting reduced by 1k each. As you can see right here, 35 cost only costs 9k metals, and then 35 costs, the 34 costs only cost 8k metals, and then 33s cost 7k, and then 36s cost 6k. So that's super nice. And on top of it, that's not the end. That's not the end. For all of you that are missing fire elements, right, for the Mobius path, you could actually get that because they have the advantage fire right here, and they offer it also within the treasure spawn. That's not all. They also offer all the fire stuff within the treasure spawn, so that's very, very nice. Or at least some fire stuff, so that way you have some elements, so that way you're doing more damage, you're getting more higher score in the Mobius metal, and it's just helping out overall. So this right here is absolutely one of the finest, most beautiful, most absolutely best, probably the best treasure spawn I have ever seen. I have to try it for myself before I actually say so. I'm pretty much just gonna throw my gems probably down the drain for like class spawns, and then like treasure spawns like these, like really nice cheap treasure spawns, to be fairly honest. Like honestly, if they let me know beforehand, I wouldn't even have wasted my gems in the light step up spawn. I would have just threw them all in the treasure spawn, and I'm not even kidding you. Like this treasure spawn is extremely nice. The second I could do this treasure spawn, you bet I'm gonna do it. And if I can post these spawn results for the spawn, the treasure spawn, in my YouTube channel, I will, but it's going to have to wait a few days before I can even do the spawn, to be fairly honest with all of you guys and gals. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. A-Team, I personally, like, if you watch my videos, I personally recommend sticking with this because, like, free to plays, absolutely stuff like the SSR featured gear piece, the step up spawn is stuff for like free to plays. But as for like the people that are between pay to win and free to play, personally, these spots right here, these treasure spots, are haven for those people like me and the others out there that kind of have some to spend, but they can't spend like all the super wells out there. These types of spawns are a heaven for people like us. Seriously, I highly recommend sticking with these if you're listening. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching, and I hope this helped out. This is the AzureWrath, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.